With me, the promoter of MCW Wrestling, Mr. Bert, Prentice.
How you doing, Michael? What an honor it is to have Bill Behrens, one of my partners here, at our brand new I-24 Expo Center in front of the greatest wrestling fans in the world. You know, Nashville, Tennessee absolutely is the mecca of professional wrestling. MCW Wrestling growing leaps and bounds above everybody else. Thanks to this man at Party, signed a lot of TV stations. I want to say hello to all the great fans up in Louisville. We've been breaking our records each and every week. The Nashville Fairgrounds crowds haven't been that big since 1991. So we thank the wrestling fans, these people.
The greatest fans.
You better believe it, that are buying the tickets when we come to Lebanon, when we come to Dixon, and all over the place. And I'm glad Bill is here tonight. I wanted to show off our new facility.
It's a beautiful new facility. Air-conditioned, I may add,
Absolutely.
Bert. First class all the way. And, Bill, it's good to have you here.
Well, it's nice to be here, but Bert, we have a problem. I know you're trying. I know you're doing the best you can. And yes, we do have the largest, third largest syndication in the television business. I'm very proud we've been able to build that. But we really aren't.
Wait a minute. I'm trying? We're drawing the biggest crowds ever.
No, I don't want to fault that. I know that you're growing the crowd slowly, but we really need to move quicker. We really need to move in a number of others. So first of all, you're charging these fans $7, $8, $9, something like that. Now look, any other promotion.
You want to lower them $1?
No. ECW, for example, $25 for a ticket up at ECW. I mean, I don't understand why we can't start getting some of the money they get in these other leagues. We're as good as them, we're as big as them.
I'm not charging $25 for a ticket. We're going to leave it at $8. I'm not upping the prices of these tickets.
And, you know, I've noticed another thing. We go to some of these shows, you sell the Bert Prentice hot dog, right? I think it's $1.50. Yeah. Look, you go to any stadium in this country, and I swear to you, any stadium in this country, and that Bert Prentice hot dog, that same hot dog is $3 at that stadium.
Wait a minute, Bill. These fans, I mean, they're coming out, they're supporting MCW. I think, Bert, you're doing a great job here.
We're making enough money right now.
No, look, I have been with many of the finest promotions in this business, and I know what I'm talking about when I come out here, Bert, and we're going to have to start changing some things around here. I'm going to have to start taking a little bit more control.
What do you want?
Wait a minute. Shane Eaton has come out.
I got something to say to each and everybody down here. Chris Michaels and I came down here friends, and apparently we left enemies. Now, to me, I want to know the deal, Mr. Chris Michaels. I stuck beside you thick through thin, baby boy, and you want to go and turn your back on me, drop your little big elbow on me? Well, that ain't enough to get the job done, baby boy. I've been dropped on my head last Saturday night, and I'm still kicking and I'm still standing. I want your butt here tonight. Not Saturday, not no other day. I want you here tonight because I am going to kick your ass. You understand that, you blonde-haired freak? And yeah.
Don't get on here talking like that. Go calm down. Go calm down. You go calm down. Now, wait a minute. No. Excuse me, Michael. Don't you drive up here from Atlanta, Georgia, coming to tell me how to run my business. I don't go to Atlanta and tell you how to run the TV business. Don't you come here and tell me how to run the wrestling. You do TV, I do wrestling.
Bert, I'm an owner. We're going to have to talk a little bit more about this first. No reason to be interrupted by a wrestler when we're out here talking. There's absolutely no reason to bring Shane Eaton out here.
Well,
you have to have more. I don't care. You have to have more control over these wrestlers. I think we've had enough of this.
Well, I've had enough, but I'm not upping the ticket prices or nothing like that. But I will tell you one thing, right here today on television, we will have Chris Michaels, Shane Eaton now, tonight, right here. Absolutely. I need to go to a commercial break. I need to see what's going on with Bill Behrens. Evidently, there's some outside interference going on, if you know what I mean.
I'm afraid you're right, Bert. Let's take this break. We'll be back to more MCW Wrestling action right after these messages.
Boy, ladies. What a night of wrestling we have tonight at the Nashville. What a great crowd here at I-24 Expo Center. We're so proud to be here each and every Wednesday night. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what, we got a barn burner tonight in Nashville. 2 referees in that main event. The Tennessee Volunteers against Flashback, Wolfie D. Recon from the Truth Commission. You seen him earlier. He came out here, jumped the Colorado kid from behind. Well, that match will be tonight in Nashville. What do you want? Bill Behrens, the illustrious syndicator, you've caused more trouble in the last week. I tell you, with my wrestling fans, I'm conducting a segment here. I want to tell everybody about wrestling at the Music City Mix Factory, MCW Wrestling, every Tuesday night downtown. I tell you what, most famous place downtown, the Mix Factory, and we're going to be mixing it up every Tuesday night. MCW Wrestling right down there.
Well, and that's wonderful. But first of all, I'm listening earlier, and you're saying the WWF is the syndicator for our show. They're not the syndicator, they're the distributor. I'm the syndicator. I get the work done here, not the WWF. They simply do what I ask them to do under a contract I have with them.
That's a technicality. By the way, does the WWF pay you money?
Yes, the WWF pays me.
Why don't I see any of that?
Well, we have operating expenses out of the other office. There's no need for that. Now, look, first of all, you're talking about money. There are 35 wrestlers backstage, 4 of them from the World Wrestling Federation. These people are expensive. I don't see any reason for that. Do you know that there are wrestlers right now in Memphis working for $15 to $20 a night that would come here anytime we want?
They'll stop that. I try to give the fans their money's worth when they buy that $8 ticket. And I think it's time we expand the crew from 14 to 20. That's why I'm bringing in new wrestlers. And we don't need to be doing this public display.
No. Look, one of these kids back here, you've got some punk kid, weighs maybe 135 pounds back there named Shannon Moore that you brought in from North Carolina. You brought him over here supposedly because he's going to be popular with these people here. The kid shouldn't even be in a ring here. He can't be in there with the men that work in this.
Let me tell you something. One of the most legendary wrestlers ever in this area, superstar Bill Dundee, weighed way under 200 pounds, and he's a legend in this area. And I'm not going to discriminate against some guy, and he don't weigh 135 pounds. He weighs 170, and the fans can judge if he gets a job here or not. Not you. You have nothing to do with the wrestling business. You have no credentials in wrestling except calling a bunch of stations, throwing on a TV show. Anybody can do that. You come up here and try to run this thing.
Look, I'm sorry. Bill Dundee's a midget, his kid's a midget, and this kid's a midget, and they shouldn't be in the ring. There's a place for midgets, and it's not here.
You're out here embarrassing yourself, Bill. Now knock it off. You need to go back to Atlanta. I don't know why you would come up here for the TV tapings. What are you going to complain about now?
Well, first of all, we've had some of the guys from Georgia up here. They're not being given the ample amount of time because there's the Shane Eden, Colorado kid. You bring this kid Shannon Moore in. These are supposedly people these fans are going to...
That's what this is about. Your Georgia stars.
What about the Georgia champion, Billy Black? Isn't he going to get a chance here?
And fans at home, have you ever heard of Billy Black? No. He may be famous in Atlanta, but this is Tennessee.
Oh, famous in Atlanta. Famous from All Japan Wrestling. The man has been all over the world, and you're talking about people that haven't been out of their backyard.
Colorado kids, Shane Eden, the Tennessee Volunteers, they're drawing big crowds every Saturday night. Now we're back at the Mix Factory. Hey, here he is. Girls, what did I tell you? See you later. Hey, you want to welcome him here? He's got a bad attitude. Don't listen to him. Girls, here he is. I've been telling you about him. Shannon Moore from North Carolina. Welcome to MCW.
Thank you. I just want to say what a great place, Tennessee. It's so great to be here. I want to thank you for bringing me here, first of all. It's a great opportunity to be here in Music City, and the people here is just so awesome, man. I mean, they're great.
Well, I appreciate that, Shannon. And let me tell you something. You're going in the ring now against Will-O-the-Wisp. Comes very highly regarded also. But 181 stations nationwide are fixing to see you, and give it all you got tonight, partner.
Great. I'm going to give it my best in the ring tonight.
There you go. Shannon Moore, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to ringside and Michael St. John.
Thank you very much, Bert, Prentice.
Family. All of the promoters together for MC Tennessee. Support town. What do you want?
I'm sorry I'm interrupting you out here. I know you tried to get me today. I was en route up to this beautiful city.
I faxed you not to come here tonight, but we got new promoters here. We got MCW Southern Tennessee. And that's what I've been telling the folks about.
And they look useless. What I just want to know, you were trying to find out, because as you know, in our agreement, I have the right to book 3 of the Georgia Stars up here in Nashville for this Saturday. And I know you're interested in who that's going to be.
Well, I need to put a Nashville card on there. I know we have Recon.
Yeah, you have Recon. And I have a little bit of surprise for everybody. I've hired 2 new wrestlers.
That's fine by me, but...
In fact, let me introduce them to everybody right now. Two new wrestlers, great Georgia people. We love them down there. By the way, come see us down in Loganville every Thursday. Watch us on Channel 36.
So, ladies and gentlemen, he's got Silky Boom Boom, or he's got Ruckus, the Georgia wrestlers. I know Billy Black is one of your Georgia wrestlers, and they will be featured this Saturday night this Saturday night in Nashville. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. He is suspended. He does not work here. Why would you kiss that? He's suspended. He works for me.
Hey, by the way, Mr. Prentice, there's something I forgot to tell you. I quit.
Get over here, you bastard. Let me tell you something. He does not work here. I don't care if he's here. I can fire her too. If you think that I'm putting them on the cards, you're out of your mind.
Wait. Do you remember this document? Do you remember all these pages? You know, you and I have been involved with a few promotions. We know we have to have a lot of pages.
That's right. We do have to have a lot of patience for all your shenanigans. I remember Arkansas is what I remember.
Well, we don't need to dredge up old history, but do you remember this? You remember signing right here?
Yeah, I remember that. But you can have 3 people.
Any wrestler I want, and I've picked 2 of the finest right here.
We'll just see about that. You don't work here. I'll tell you what, you're not working here.
They're not working. Not only do they work here, they're working Saturday. They'll be there tonight.
They don't work for me.
Not only are we working here, we come back for a reason. That's to get our belts that you stole from us.
You're not getting away with this, Behrens. Go to a break. Get the hell out of here.
Get on my nerves.
Before I went to break, ladies and gentlemen, and I cut it, I want before you guys to leave the floor, and I've called these goons back out here. There will be no tonight. You can come out here and stand in my face and do whatever you want. What you're insinuating is you're going to book them against Wolfie and Flash tonight in Nashville. Well, you're not going to do it. If you're so big and brave, you'll do it in 15 minutes right here, right now.
It's time for the MCW Move of the Week. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most dangerous wrestlers in all of wrestling is Lord Humongous. He stands almost 7 feet tall. And in this match against Shabazz, ladies and gentlemen, he controlled the entire match. Here you see the big lariat down hard to the mat goes Shabazz. Hey, volunteers, you got 14 minutes to get ready. There's Lord Humongous in the ring. Shabazz trying to come up with some kind of offense, just can't do it. A drop kick from Shabazz doesn't even stun the almost 7-foot giant. There you see he has him there. Well, it's impending doom now for Shabazz. Look how he goes off the screen. It's a 10-foot choke slam. It's MCW's Move of the Week.
The man that held the belt, the NWA. This door with Princess D and Bill Behrens. Just moments ago, promoter Bert Prentice has ordered a match tonight here on television as they will take on the Black Sheep. They've got 15 minutes to get ready. Let's see if we can get a little word with them while this is going on.
What the hell are you doing here? Get out of here! Get out of here!
Ladies and gentlemen, Monday night at the Music City Mix. Rise War Party at 8 o'clock. Come on down to the Mix Factory every Monday night. It's going to be great action every Monday night. Get your hands off of me. I bet you're proud of yourself.
Hi, Bert. Bert, first of all, you realize we're not real happy about Saturday night. My men should have the belts. If everything had gone properly, they'd have the belts right now. But you notice who walked out of the ring and who got carried out of the ring. And that's going to happen a little bit more. And you know what? I was watching some TV, just an old video. I saw a young stud athlete, a man who had been in this organization and was suspended by this man for absolutely no reason. This man went into a ring in Bill Watts' promotion. And
I suspended him because he dropped a referee on the floor. He went to our TV station, doctor to tape. I'm so tired of you. I'll buy you a ticket to Portland, Oregon.
Let me tell you something, Prentice. Let me tell you something right now. You haven't even begun to get tired yet. Now, you think you pulled something over Saturday night with the big cage and the barbed wire everywhere. Well, this man right here, he's got an announcement. Let's make it right now. We're fixing to blow your socks off.
Thank you, Stephen. And be just a moment. This man I was watching on
Music City Mix Factory segment.
well, yeah, right. It's a nice place. Lots of people going, and we'll be there soon. I saw this great young athlete beat Nature Boy Buddy Landell twice in a row. I've decided we need to add a bit to MCW Georgia. We need to add just a bit of, well, a bit of experience to go with the experience, to go with the experience, to go with the beauty. Come right in, if you'd come right now. I brought back a man you might remember. This is Brickhouse Brown. Oh, yeah! That's right. Oh, it's good to have this man back. Good to have you back. Nice to see you.
Hey, don't run away, man. All right. Don't run away, man, Bert. Bert, just run away, okay?
I think let's let Brickhouse say a few words to his fans out there. Brick, nice to have you back.
First of all, I just want to say thank you. Justice has finally been served. But you know what? The deal is, Bert Prentice, you never ran MCW anyway. This is the man that runs MCW. When I wanted more money, I went to Mr. Bill Behrens, and I got more money. Now, I resume my wrestling career because of this man. And let me tell you something right now, Mr. Behrens, I will not let you down. You will get your money back in tenfold, I guarantee you. You're going to reap the benefit of bringing me back. Good to see you back, Princess, baby. My man, my man.
Fire it up, Brick. Let's fire it up. Let's set this place on fire.
No doubt about it. It's going to be some thumping and bumping, some suckers upside their napper head. It's good to be back, brother.
What? Maybe I guess we're going to go to break. Bert Prentice has walked away. We'll be right back.
Mama Teori's now has 10 locations to serve Nashville.
WWF.
And with me, the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion, the man with the gold belt, the Colorado Kid.
I tell you what, all my fans out there, right here, baby, this is what it's all about, and it's all for you.
Well, Colorado, I know for a fact that Vince McMahon and the WWF are quite upset that that belt is around your waist. Al Snow is coming here to go after that belt. We have a tape of Al Snow. Let's take a look at him from the WWF right now.
What were you thinking? Don Ho, he's not even Japanese. Japanese photographer. Last night, it was Spanish commentator. You said you don't.
And all of a sudden now, as I say that, we've been joined by MCW Georgia's Bill Behrens. Bill, obviously you're out here to say something, so what's on your mind?
Well, I've been listening backstage on the monitor. I understand you're talking about Al Snow and Head coming in, and I couldn't be happier. In fact, today, I talked to my good friend, Mr. McMahon, at the World Wrestling Federation, and you know, he wasn't very happy. He wasn't happy because his belt, that NWA belt that rightfully belongs in the World Wrestling Federation, is down here around your waist instead of Recon, instead of Al Snow, instead of another superstar up there. And I'll tell you right now, I will be tonight in Nashville to make sure, should you lose, and certainly with Al Snow in there, there's a very good chance you will, that belt goes where it rightfully belongs, right back to Titan Tower, right back to the World Wrestling Federation.
Well, let me tell you something, Bill Behrens. It says NWA here, and you're standing in NWA territory. This is where this belt belongs, not in WWF. It belongs right down here, and it's around the rightful owner, because I'm the North American Heavyweight Champion, and if WWF wants to send somebody down here to take it, well, they can send Al Snow, and they can send his head. But I tell you what, if he comes down there Saturday night, he might better be bringing 2 heads down there, because I hear 2 heads are better than 1, but it doesn't matter. The odds can stack up against the Colorado Kid. When you crawl in the ring with me tonight, Al Snow, it's going to be another story. And this belt is staying in NWA where it belongs, around the Colorado Kid's waist.
The NWA North American Heavyweight Champion.
There. Tonight at the Fairgrounds Arena, you'll be there for all.
Just so you know, and all your cronies know, and you know, tonight it's a 6-man tag team elimination. If one of your men, God knows you got a lot of them, if one of your men get pinned, I'm having Metro escort them off the fairgrounds. You hear me?
What are you trying to say?
If you get pinned, you're escorted off the fairgrounds property by the Metro Police Department. If they get pinned, they'll be escorted off. I'm not having none of this run-in stuff tonight.
Let me tell you something, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. If I want any information out of you, I'll come right over and beat it right out of you. Now let me smarten you 3 village idiots up to something right now. And I'm speaking of Flash Flanagan, Wolfie D, and that goofy Recon. You're looking at the big bad wolves of MCW. And tonight at the Nashville Sports Arena, we're going to huff and puff, and we're going to ruin your world. Because me, Mr. Dunn, and Mr. Brown, we don't plan on losing a fall. We don't plan on going nowhere, boys. So go ahead and make sure you have your luggage packed.
make sure the Metro Police have your fingerprints because they will photo ID you at the door. Now, with that being said, I'm going to turn this interview over to the best black athlete in America today, Brickhouse Brown.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Bert Prentice, you seem to be real proud of yourself. Well, let's just let you know one thing right now. That's just the way we like it. Because you see, we all three gonna stay standing. The only people gonna be escorted out of there is Wolfie D, Flash Flanagan, and that big goof, Recon. And I'm gonna tell you something else right now. You two people, you're gonna understand what it means to be down, be taken out, and get hurt in wrestling. Because you don't mess with Volz business, and you don't mess with Brickhouse business. You better tell them something, Steve.
It's like this right here, boys. MCW keeps trying to stack the deck. Well, let me tell you something. Prentice, we don't work for you. We work for this man right here. So tonight in Nashville, you've just set one more gimmick match for us to be in. You put us in cages with barbed wire. That's fine with us, because when we left there, Wolfie D, Flash Flanagan were laying beaten and bloody right there in the ring and outside the ring. And tonight in Nashville, yeah, it's going to be 3-on-2 or 3-on-1, but it ain't going to be the way you want it. You're looking at the three that's going to be standing tall, walking tall. We run MCW. Prentice, you fans, you better learn to love it, because that is the way it is.
I'll tell you all the action coming to a head tonight at the Fairgrounds Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. A six-man elimination tag match, plus the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion, the Colorado Kid, will be in action to defend the gold belt.
I'm sorry, Michael. First of all, I don't understand why we have this Chris Hambrick. He was on TV last week. No reason to have him on TV when we have, I tell you, we have got some great stars we should have up here. Billy Black, Silky Boom Boom, Ruckus, Notorious D.O.G.,
all the people out of MCW, Georgia.
Well, I don't see any reason to bring someone in from North Carolina who doesn't really deserve the chance. Kid needs to go home, get a tan. But, you know, I have something else on my mind, Michael. Bert Prentice, could we get Bert Prentice over here?
Bill Behrens from MCW, Georgia, calling Bert Prentice out here. I don't know what this is all about.
Bert, this is not, no, I'm not creating any trouble. A lot of fans don't know Bert's been under a lot of pressure lately. They've seen me come out here. It appears we're having a problem, and quite honestly, Bert has been at wit's end. He's been overreacting to a few things. He and I have talked about it. We really get along very, very well. I mean, Bert knows that. We talk on a daily basis multiple times. Bert, you know, we've talked so many times. With all the pressure you're under, you've talked, the dream is to go on that vacation, isn't it?
Yeah, but I understand tonight's the first night you've ever been kissed by a woman, but wipe that stuff off your cheek, for God's sakes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I need a vacation, but now is not the right time for it, Bill.
Well, no, but Bert, when I was coming up here, I called my travel agent on the cell phone, and I have booked an open ticket for you. My treat. Anywhere in the world you want to go, I will pay for. All you have to do is tell me where. I'll sign the check. I'd love you to be able to go back, get away from this area, get away from all the pressure, get away from all of the things that have been bothering.
You're gonna pay for me a vacation?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Well,
for how long?
I was thinking, what, 2 weeks? I think you need 2 weeks off. You know, certainly you've got this company running just like a clock at this point, and I think it's time you just take a step away, kick back, maybe go to a beach. You know, kick back, magazine in your hand, cold beverage in the other. You know how much.
Well, I need a break, and I'll give that some thought. Well, I appreciate that offer.
Well, Bill, I got to say, I'm a little surprised at all this.
No, and you know, the great thing about this, and the thing that you Nashville fans need to know, and I'll show you a little bit of it tonight in Nashville. With me around, you'll have nothing to worry about. Bert Prentice, when you get there tonight to the Nashville Fairgrounds, go up to Bert. Tell Bert how much you see he needs that vacation, how tired he's been looking, and put your trust in me. Put your trust in me to run this company in his absence. I cannot do wrong for you. I just want to thank you very much, and I look forward to talking to Bert more. It's a pleasure to be out here, Michael. Thank you.
Bill Behrens from MCW, Georgia. Well, we shall see. Let's take a break. More MCW action.
It's out.
go. Big fist to the midsection. Frenchie's out. This is incredible. Andy Anderson's still in there. Flash Flanagan working on Stephen Dunn.
We've got Bert Prentice at ringside.
Bill Behrens is out.
Bert
Prentice is chasing Bill Behrens.
It is a wild fight here today on television. Bill Behrens is headed to the dressing room. Promoter Bert Prentice is out. All 6 men are in the ring tonight at the fairgrounds. 6-man elimination tag battle. Look at this war that we got going on right now. The referee has no control. Bedlam breaking out here at the big Expo Center in Nashville, Tennessee.
And the big man, Recon, just took Reno Riggins down with a clothesline. Brickhouse Brown working over Flash Flanagan in the corner. These 6 men, they've used chairs, they've used hubcaps, they've used anything that wasn't nailed down here on TV. Imagine what it's going to be like tonight at the fairground.
These 6 men in the ring in an elimination tag battle, and not only will it be an elimination, they will be escorted from the premise.
Princess D out at ringside.
We're out of time. We'll see you next week here on MCW. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been joined by MCW Georgia's Bill Behrens, Steve Dunn of the Volz, and Princess D. Bill, first of all, I hope those handcuffs in Nashville, Tennessee last Saturday night didn't hurt too bad.
Not even a minor problem. Just another example of Bert Prentice overreacting, but I've got more important business to deal with here today. We have a problem. Bert Prentice is taking advantage of Stephen Dunn, Reno Riggins, Princess D, the Volunteers, and I'm not going to put up with it anymore. I understand he's trying to get away with some kind of barbed wire match coming up
tonight in Gallatin.
No, that match is not going to happen.
No, that match is scheduled for tonight in Gallatin, Bill.
No, I went to my attorney. We spoke. He is gone, and I have obtained an injunction against this match, and I can guarantee you this match will not happen. There is no way it's going to happen, not to this man, not to Reno Riggins.
Done with it.
You can trust me. This will never, ever happen.
Well, that injunction, now wait a minute. We have a gentleman here that I would like to introduce. The people in Nashville know this man. He is one of the most influential attorneys in the whole state of Tennessee, probably the most well-known lawyer in all of Tennessee, and he's representing MCW today. Let me introduce to you Mr. Bart Durham. Bart?
Mr. Behrens, my name is Bart Durham. I represent Bert Prentice and MCW. And may I see your injunction, please? Okay. We've obtained a superseding injunction from Judge Lee Branchizio that sets your injunction aside and sets a hearing for Monday morning at 9 a.m.
Monday? The match is tonight.
I'm sorry, the match will have to go on.
What?
This is not Atlanta.
The match is on.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, Mr. Durham. Good to have you out here.
What are you talking about, Bill?
The match
What's he doing out here? Where's Bert Prentice get the money to hire a lawyer like that? That money's got to be coming out of MCW or somebody. You need to do something about this. You promised me no barbed wire match. What are you doing?
I got to call my attorney. I've got to call my attorney. We got to get
call somebody. There's no way this is happening.
Well, obviously they're upset as Bart Durham, one of the most influential lawyers in Nashville, right now with the injunction superseding the injunction. The barbed wire match is on tonight in Gallatin, Tennessee at Thompson Park.
Today.
Wait a minute, Bert.
Look, what is going on? I just came from backstage. I see you have Bill Dundee, the superstar, has come now to Music City Wrestling. What is going on? I told you we don't book midget matches here. I see absolutely no reason for this man to be here, Bert. This is ridiculous. Just another example of how you need a vacation. Now, if you're going to continue to book husbands and nobodies, you and I are going to have a serious conversation. This cannot happen.
Oh, come on, Bill. He's a star. He's a major wrestling star. We're lucky to have him here at MCW today.
20 years ago, he was losing, and he's still losing. The man should not be here. This is totally useless. Bert, you need to get some people in here who can make money for this company, and superstar Bill Dundee is a has-been, a nothing, a nobody.
We have to listen to this, Bert. This is ridiculous.
Well, actually, you know, this is Bill Dundee's house. I've had a rough week, Bill. I'm just going to slide out of here.
Bill Behrens from MCW Georgia, and right here we have him, the superstar.
Billy, hey, fantastic.
How you doing, sir?
You know, this man is a legend in our business, and it is, I tell you, this is fantastic to have Bill Dundee here, Miss Samantha looking as lovely as always. Bill, I just couldn't be happier to have you here, my friend. You have a great match out here, and I know the fans are looking forward to it.
Oh, well, we have, it is.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way, brother. Okay.
I tell you, it's great to have you here, Bill. I'll add to that.
Well, Michael, how can you have Music City Wrestling without the superstar? I don't care where it is around Nashville. I've wrestled them all, and I'm looking forward to wrestling a few more.
Now what we got going now? But I'm as happy as this is home to me, you know that. So I'm just glad to be here. Miss Samantha's glad to be here, and they can line them up, and I'm going to knock them down.
Well, Bill, it's great to have you here, and I'll tell you, the one thing about the fans can be assured, when superstar Bill Dundee is in the house, you got the superstar, the one and only, no baloney. You look in better shape than I've seen you in 20 years. You look great.
Well, thank you, Michael. Like they say, often imitated but never duplicated. So all I can say, folks, if you want to make a reputation on the superstar, come to Music City Wrestling, because I'll be here.
All righty, superstar Bill Dundee, Miss Samantha, good to see you right here on MCW.
Hey, thank you for having us. We're glad to be back here and getting to see you.
All right.
Give you $1 million smile, Sammy.
All right. Superstar Bill Dundee getting into the ring for our first match here on MCW.
How you doing, wrestling fans? Bert Prentice here with the greatest wrestling fans in the entire world. MCW Wrestling is on the air. What a show we have for you today. The Tennessee Volz will be here. Brickhouse Brown, a big show tonight in Lebanon. I got to tell you about a little later in the show, ladies and gentlemen. Superstar Bill Dundee's on tap. Everybody's in the house. You stay tuned for one of the most exciting hours of wrestling anywhere. MCW. Just a reminder. Great signals for the bell. Bert Prentice here at ringside along with Bill Behrens, MCW Georgia's guru, here at the table today.
No insults necessary, Bert, but I'll tell you, this is going to be a great match. It's always wonderful to see Stephen Dunn in the ring, and I'll tell you, he has not looked better in years. This man is in peak physical condition.
Stephen Dunn in the ring in the green and black against Jason Gibson. We don't know much about Jason Gibson, a wrestler out of Southern Alabama. Stephen Dunn, a proven winner here at MCW, throws him across. Jason Gibson up and over, picks Stephen Dunn up for a body slam. The crowd reacts. Over 300 in the hall tonight for this TV taping. 2 drop kicks. Stephen Dunn is going backwards and down to the arena floor.
No, don't let this deceive you. Stephen's just toying with this young man. He knows he's probably as dumb as Robert Gibson and will be no problem to beat once Stephen gets back in the ring, gets a little bit more control, Bert.
They're in the throwaway Century 21 Blazers. Reno Riggins there at ringside, the partner, and they are the NWA North American Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
And I tell you, the NWA is just proud of him, and Reno just looks great tonight.
That's because he's on the MCW Georgia payroll. You're saying that.
Oh,
Stephen Dunn now taking it to young Jason Gibson. Stephen Dunn, a veteran of the ring wars. Jason Gibson in his first year as a wrestler. And there he reverses on Stephen Dunn. Dunn underneath. Thinks he outsmarted the youngster, and the youngster body slams him down with a lariat. Stephen Dunn, I tell you what, I think he's taken a little off guard here at young Gibson.
This young man is not going to make it out of his first year. Stephen Dunn, the chairman of the board, is about to teach him a real lesson.
Right in the mouth that was. And again.
All right, now it's time to go to school, boys and girls.
Talking about boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, tonight in Lebanon, a big card in Lebanon at the Lebanon Airport Armory. We want to see you there tonight. Whoa, and a jawbreaker there by Stephen Dunn. I tell you what, they are double dangerous. Stephen Dunn, Reno Riggins, the tag team champions. And of course, they're on that big card coming up in Nashville. Reno's gonna slap some humility into young Jason Gibson there at ringside.
I think Reno's just trying to wake him up, just trying to give him a little rest there, make sure he's okay, make sure he's ready to go with Stephen here. There, see, got him right back up to his feet.
Have you signed any new TV stations this week?
Done really well. Actually, we've changed a few time periods. We're moving forward. You know, the gate receipts in Georgia this week were so high. Well, you know that because of the money I sent through.
Did you sign any new TV stations this week?
I did. There's a small station, I think somewhere in Kentucky, that we're adding.
Stephen Dunn draping young Jason Gibson on the second rope. He's in dangerous territory. Reno Riggins there.
Ow, that'll leave a mark.
Rings on his hands. My gosh.
That'll leave a mark. The young man is learning a little bit about the wrestling business right here.
But why does there have to be 2 against 1? It won't be 2 against 1 tonight in Lebanon. I'll tell you what, folks. You folks in Lebanon are going to be there. Of course, we actually got a quadruple header going on tonight. There's wrestling in Jackson at the Oman Arena. There's wrestling in outside of Gainesboro at the old Flinslick School, where the Tennessee Volunteers and Colorado Kid will be. Style and Shane and everyone else going to be in Lebanon tonight. There's a card going on over in Arkansas, one up in Ohio. I tell you, we've been busy. I tell you, this MCW wrestling being all over the country, and these wrestlers are staying so busy.
And understand we've had calls from Mississippi, from Alabama, different promoters who want to book the MCW tough. Heck, I understand we've had people as far as California wanting to bring MCW into that neck of the woods, and I couldn't be happier.
Real excited because my friend Sonny Kurtner is going to start up the old bus, and we're going to take a tour across America January 3rd through the 18th. 15 cities in 15 days, going through Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Arizona, and California, ending up in Victorville. And we can't wait to come see all the great fans out in Victorville, Palmdale, Barstow, Bakersfield, all the great towns. Hey, it kicks Reno Riggins from behind. It takes Stephen Dunn down as just a wailing on Stephen Dunn.
Yeah, okay, now we're going to go to school a little bit here.
Riggins in the ring now. Referee says the match is over.
Whoa.
It's a DQ. And I tell you what, they're going to destroy this young man.
Now, Reno, good. He's taking the jacket off. That's an expensive jacket. No reason to ruin that when you're out there doing a little business.
Every week they come out here trying to rub roughshod. Now 2 against 1. What can this kid do? 2 against 1.
Boom.
Oh, my gosh. A double power bomb.
Wait a minute.
The ring. And there's young Robert Gibson.
Young?
There's Robert Gibson in the ring.
Young?
One half the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson. And as I didn't tell you earlier, folks, because this young kid's out to make a name for himself, he's a nephew of Jason. Jason is a nephew of Robert Gibson. And my gosh, what a beating that kid took the Volunteers. And Robert come out to save his nephew.
Well,
let me see if I can get a few words with Robert.
Yeah, wonderful.
Just like always, it's 2-on-1. Young Jason Gibson comes, trying to make a name for himself. Robert?
I'll tell you something, Bert. A lot of people that don't understand. This here's my nephew, Jason Gibson, my sister's boy. 3rd generation. Let me tell you something, Volunteers. You want to jump 2-on-1? Hey, big boys here now in Nashville, October 3rd, right?
Well, we got you against the Rock and Roll Express. The Rock and Roll Express against the Tennessee Volz, yes.
Let me tell you something. Ricky Morton's going to step aside now. Let me tell you something, Jason. You be my partner and take care of the Volunteers?
You got it.
You got it? Let me tell you, this guy here's tough. He's been going about a year. Let me tell you something. He's ready to take care of some business.
You're asking Morton to step aside for this one match.
Exactly. Right there.
They kind of made it personal now, haven't they?
It is personal. Let me tell you something, Volunteers. You ain't messing with the Rock and Roll Express now. You're messing with the Gibson boys. Right there in Nashville, we do one thing, brother. Let's take care of business.
It's always more dangerous when you mess with family, and that's fine with me. If the Gibsons want to take on, I'm sure Ricky will step aside. The fans approve.
Good, no problem. Volunteers, grab your best hold, boys. We're going to do one thing. Take care of business.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Gibson, I can see it in his eyes, but it will be Saturday night, October 3rd. I'll go for that match. The Gibsons against the Tennessee Volunteers. You don't mess with family. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, now this is going to be an exciting one, Mr. Behrens. Brickhouse Brown, one of the most dangerous men in all of professional wrestling, taking on a newcomer to MCW, only known as Mr. Alabama.
Well, and he wasn't in a bodybuilding contest, so I'm not quite sure how he got that name, Mr. Alabama, but I know one thing. Brickhouse Brown, a proud member of MCW Georgia, is a superstar, and it's about time for him to demonstrate it here today.
Do you have anything good to say about anybody that aren't from Georgia?
I say nice things about almost everybody, but when I'm looking at somebody like this that shouldn't be in the ring, I simply know Brickhouse Brown to go take him to school, take him back, knock him down, beat him up, and pin him.
Whips Brown into the corner there. And a high backdrop by Mr. Alabama on Brickhouse Brown. Down with the lariat, down with the second one. Brickhouse Brown, one of the top performers in all of professional wrestling, going to step outside and thinking about it for a second.
And you know that's the case. I mean, Brickhouse Brown coming in here, I really don't know where we get some of these guys we come in. We've got a talent like Brickhouse Brown. He needs to have a more competitive match. I'm going to have to keep bringing him down to Georgia so he can fight somebody who has a little bit of talent, can draw a little bit of money, can make a little bit of money, can please a fan base.
It'd be my pleasure to send him to Georgia, believe me. Hey, Bill, are you going to be in Lebanon tonight?
You know, I don't even know how to get to Lebanon, so I doubt I'm going down there. Is it a nice town?
It's a great city. You know it is. Lebanon's one of the finest cities in Tennessee, and we'll be at the National Guard Armory tonight, right next to the airport, starting at 8 o'clock. All you fans join us. Of course, wrestling returns next Saturday night, the big anniversary special at the fairgrounds. We've got ticket orders from Ohio People coming from Southern California, Mississippi, Georgia.
Well, that's that
coming on
TV
up
coverage again, Bert. You see, when you're out there showing the people some good talent, they come in for these shows. When they hear about an Al Snow, when they hear about the big star. Ooh.
Talk about TV. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, starting next Saturday, MCW moves to 9:30 in the morning here on WNAB, 9:30 in the morning here next Saturday here in Nashville.
And that's actually a good move for the fans. There's going to be nothing to watch that's good wrestling at that time. You don't have to worry about missing any of your other shows. You can watch MCW, and then if you want to watch other wrestling, it's on there for you afterward. MCW is the only first-run wrestling in that time period.
Brickhouse Brown now taking the battle to the floor on young Mr. Alabama here at MCW Wrestling.
And you know, the ratings, speaking of wrestling ratings, the ratings in Atlanta have been wonderful. On WATL Channel 36, we air every week, late Saturday night. You mentioned Victorville, KHIZ down there running us every week. All over the country, the fans are embracing MCW and the stars of MCW. And I'll tell you, I really couldn't be happier about that, no matter who those stars might be.
Well, you know, you can talk about all that, but where is MCW home? Nashville, Tennessee. The greatest city in the entire world, and we're home here loving it. Southern Wrestling every Saturday night at the fairgrounds.
Well, yeah, and there we go. Just going to take him to school one more time.
Well, I do believe Brickhouse could have had the pin there, Bill.
Brickhouse could have had the pin. We're using 1 foot. But when you're dealing with young guys like this, the jabronis like this that come in, it's important to let them know this is a tough business. Not everybody should be in professional wrestling. This looks like an example of a guy that needs to go home, get a job, saying you want more fries with that, please drive forward.
Bill, can you even say jabroni?
I said it.
I mean, can you spell it?
Spell it?
Exactly, that's what I thought.
Oh.
Brickhouse Brown now up on that second rope. Nobody home! Now this would be a great time for Mr. Alabama to take it to Brickhouse Brown. He's vulnerable. You know how I hate that V word. Backs Brickhouse across, whips him across.
Nope.
Down hard with an elbow. Come on. You're not going to beat Brickhouse Brown that way.
And none of my Georgia people are ever vulnerable. We always cover our backs.
This ain't no backyard wrestling. This is professional wrestling here. MCW Wrestling. You will not last long.
Russian leg sweep. It's time to go home.
Absolutely, and he won't last long at MCW. Your winner, Brickhouse Brown. A young man I see here just walking by. I want to talk to you for a few seconds. Back from Portland, Oregon, Bart Sawyer's back in Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, now you know.
I tell you what, referee Kurt Turner calls for the bell. Flash Flanagan, a wrestler's wrestler in the ring here against Shabazz. Flanagan in the black trunks. I tell you what, this Shabazz is double tough, Bill, but Flash Flanagan is in a real intense training regimen here. He's getting ready to wrestle Al Snow Saturday night, October 3rd in Nashville. He is focused, he is psyched, because he knows Vince McMahon is watching this match October 3rd.
Oh, he is. As you know, Al Snow is really trying to influence Vince McMahon. Nothing would influence him more than beating a young superstar like Flash Flanagan. Now, I haven't always agreed with Flash. I think he's making some mistakes, but I can't deny this man his talent, and that dropkick was one small example right there.
Also want to talk just a second here, too, about the NWA 50th anniversary coming up next month. Tell the folks about that, Mr. B.
I'll tell you, it's going to be big. Just heard from Howard Brody, the president. It appears the main event, Dan the Beast Severin defending against Lord Steven Regal, the man's man in the World Wrestling Federation. Flash Flanagan with a top rope leg drop while we're watching the action. You know, I also heard the Tennessee Volunteers, Reno Riggins and Stephen Dunn, managed, I understand, perhaps by James E. Cornette, will face the Headbangers. There's going to be 11 matches up in Cherry Hill, New Jersey on the 24th. We're going to be a big part of that.
The 24th, the Headbangers taking on the Volz. Cornette will be managing the Volz in Cherry Hill, New Jersey on the 24th. I tell you, we are nationwide, and I am so glad for all these great fans that ride every week and love MCW Wrestling. We can't thank you enough. And all you fans in LaGrange, Georgia, we're coming your way real soon. Want to say hello to my good friend Joe Pedicino and Bonnie Blackstone down there, the toast of Atlanta. And I tell you what, Flash may be a little off his game here. Shabazz has really took the war to him tonight.
Nothing away from Shabazz. He's never really had the visibility, never really had the push in this business, but the man's a solid talent. He's had good matches every time I've seen him out here. needs a little bit of polish. He's going to have trouble with Flash because I think he's just using him and getting ready.
He'll be taking on Frenchy Riviera tonight in Lebanon. Boy, a host of incredible matches tonight in Lebanon starts at 8 o'clock. All you Style and Shane fans, get over there early. Shane will be doing the private dance at 7 tonight. Flash Flanagan out on the rig. Did you see that?
That was a beautiful plancha off the top, hit him on the reverse. I don't think Shabazz is going to get him up from this. It may be all over right here on a count out, but knowing Flash, he'll probably toss him in and try to do just a little bit more damage.
I tell you,
you
talk about Devin Storm, Al Snow, all the high-flying Mexican superstars. Flash Flanagan can do it all right here on MCW each and every week.
Well, the difference with a lot of these guys is they're all 160, 170-pound guys. Flash is a big guy doing little man moves.
His version of the airplane spin and down hard. Flash Flanagan gets the 1, 2, 3 on Shabazz.
Airplane spin into a power bomb. That was pretty.
Well, Flash, it's a week from tonight. You and Al Snow at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena.
This is an opportunity of a lifetime. Al Snow, your style and my style are very similar. You see, you come out there and you can do whatever you want. You can bring the chairs, you can leave off the balcony, because I'll do the same thing. You claim to be the one, you've lost it up here. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I lost it up here a long time ago. Now you wanna go out there and say, everybody wants some, everybody likes some, and everybody needs some. Well, I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna get. When you come to Nashville, that's my backyard. And I don't back down from nobody. I expect no mercy, and I'm going to give no mercy. So you show up on the 3rd at the anniversary show, and I'm ready to fight. You better be ready yourself.
The balconies will be open, especially for these two young men. I tell you, it's going to be incredible. You want to see a Pier 6 brawl. Check out Al Snow from the World Wrestling Federation against MCW's Flash Flanagan.
Of MCW, Bert Prentice, first anniversary of MCW in Nashville, Tennessee tonight.
The excitement is in the air. Let me tell you something. The greatest wrestling fans in the world, Nashville, Tennessee, tonight.
You know, and excitement is in the air because you know why there's excitement? Because finally, the Colorado kid can't hide anymore. I'm forcing an MCW Georgia Battle Royal right here today on TV. The winner is going to face that punk at the anniversary show.
Now, wait a minute.
He's not forcing nothing. Get in this picture, Goof. He's not forcing nothing. I agreed with an MCW Georgia Battle Royal because I'm tired of him crying, saying I'm protecting this kid all the time, and I'm not. He's wrestled every star to come through here, has a pinfall victory over Al Snow, who easily beat Big Vader last night on television. So you tell me who the real star of MCW is. Let me tell you something, Bill. I've agreed to this Battle Royal. I'm not for putting Battle Royals on TV, but we'll do it today. We'll do it today, and he has agreed to wrestle.
I tell you what, Bill Behrens, baby, you go out there, anybody from MCW Georgia, you bring him down here. If I can't beat him, you can take this belt back. But I tell you what, when it's all said and done and the fans out there know it, I'll have this right where it belongs.
And I'm going to be going home Saturday night with the North American title. I'm going to be taking it with my Georgia boys.
The excitement's in the air, but it's going to happen tonight in Nashville, ladies and gentlemen. Al Snow taking on Flash Flanagan. The Gibsons against the Volz. You'll see Bart Sawyer in a big match with Brickhouse Brown. Wolfie D taking on Style and Shane. And Colorado will meet whoever wins the Battle Royal here on TV today. But right now we got a match. You get out of the way, and we'll go on over to the announcer's table. Wolfie D in this opening encounter.
Let's get it on right now here on MCW. Opening action.
In the ring in the lime green, Wolfie D. Wolfie D with a new attitude. But I tell you what, it looks like Corey Williams has a new attitude because he's taking Wolfie D from pillar to post and now outside on the arena floor.
Well, actually, he hit Wolfie from behind. Wolfie's got the new look going, too, looking real good. But you know, everything that's on my mind, Bert, is the MCW Georgia Battle Royal coming up just a little bit in the show, and I couldn't be more excited. All the big stars of MCW Georgia, and one of those stars to take Colorado kids at North American belt. This is going to be great.
Wolfie D, the man with a new attitude, ladies and gentlemen. And I tell you what, Style and Shane is gunning for Wolfie D, and it'll all happen tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena when MCW celebrates the first anniversary the first annual anniversary of MCW Wrestling. We started a year ago, and no bigger name could we have tonight than Al Snow, who upset Big Van Vader this week in the World Wrestling Federation. Al Snow coming to town to take on Flash Flanagan. The Tennessee Volunteers were there. And you're right, the Colorado Kid will defend the NWA North American Heavyweight title against whoever wins the MCW Georgia Battle Royal today on TV. Bill Behrens been crying about it for weeks. We're going to have it on TV today. Whoever wins that Battle Royal will go in the ring against Colorado Kid tonight in Nashville.
You know, I'm thinking maybe Stephen Dunn, because we're going to put him in, one of the great MCW Georgia guys. How about Brickhouse Brown could be there? Maybe Reno Riggins. I mean, the opportunities are, you know, who knows? I might even stick Lord Humongous in. He's
maybe
back.
Recon, maybe Frenchy Riviera.
Well, probably not Frenchy Riviera, and I don't know about Recon anymore. Oh.
1, 2, 3, and the winner of this one is Wolfie D, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice powerbomb.
We'll see if Michael St. John can get a quick word with Wolfie about tonight's big match with Style and Shane.
Love his new attitude.
A whole new look, a whole new attitude for Wolfie D. I can't say I agree with it, but tonight in Nashville, Style and Shane Eaton and this man will go toe-to-toe.
Looks like the action is on here. The Battle Royal has started, and I couldn't be happier. A lot of fast and furious action. Frenchy Riviera, Silky Boom Boom in the corner, going after Reno Riggins. Looks like Stephen Dunn has Recon over on the side. So far, no one out, Bert. So glad to have you here at the table with me.
Well, this is your big rig-a-ding-dong dandy-doodle Battle Royal you've been wanting for 6 weeks. The winner of this match will take on the Colorado Kid tonight in Nashville, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be intense. Got some great talent in the ring.
Yeah,
Stephen Dunn, the chairman of the board. Recon, Shannon Moore, Shane Helms, Reno Riggins, Frenchy Riviera. Some phenomenal talent in the ring and outside the ring. I tell you what.
Shannon Moore just eliminated himself. I don't know if he understood the rules, but it's a top rope elimination, and by going over the top, he's just eliminated himself.
All these wrestlers are on Bill Behrens' payroll for MCW Georgia. The last man standing in this match will take on the Colorado Kid tonight in Nashville.
Mr. Miami, Christian York was just eliminated also. 3 men have already been eliminated, and the match is still young, but it's getting down to some of the big talent. Looks like we still have... Joey Matthews was just eliminated.
Regardless if these wrestlers have other commitments on the card, they have to wrestle the Colorado Kid in an NWA National Heavyweight title defense tonight in Nashville.
This is going to be great. I'm looking right now like it could be either Reno or Stephen Dunn. Wait a minute. Oh, Lord Humongous has come out. I thought he was...
What an anniversary card this is going to be tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Reno... wait a minute. Reno Riggins was just eliminated. Hang on, Stephen
Dunn eliminated. Shane Helms eliminated. Silky Boom Boom.
Wait a minute. No, wait, Bert. What?
We're down to 2.
Yeah,
it's either going to be Frenchy Riviera or Recon
Wait a minute, Bert.
to take on the Kid tonight. What's wrong?
What? But they're not doing anything.
Well, they're friends.
What? Well, that doesn't... Bert, they've got to fight.
Well, go in there and tell them that, Bill. Don't tell me. Go in there.
Okay.
Go
I'll
in
be
there
right
and
back.
tell them that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's down to Recon and Frenchy Riviera. Bill Behrens now going to the ring saying, hey, you got to fight it out. Michael, come on in here. They got to fight it out here because the winner of this Battle Royal gets a title shot.
Well, Bill Behrens trying to convince his wrestlers to fight each other. These two guys are friends, Bert. I mean, these two guys are friends.
Well, I know they're friends and they don't want to. Wait, Recon gets eliminated.
Frenchy just eliminated
throws his own self over. Bill Behrens, wait a minute.
What is this, Bill
Behrens? Wait a minute.
Behrens?
The referee just gave the match to Bill Behrens. The referee just gave the match to Bill Behrens.
Holy cow, Bill Behrens is the man that will face Colorado Kid tonight in Nashville. I don't believe this. Bill Behrens is the man that will face the Colorado Kid tonight in Nashville, Tennessee. Bert Prentice is going up to ringside. He's telling Bill that he's got to wrestle the Colorado Kid tonight in Nashville, Tennessee. What a turn of events. The commissioner of MCW Georgia will wrestle tonight in Nashville at the fairgrounds. Let's see if Bert can
This is great. Bill, congratulations. You get to wrestle the Colorado Kid tonight in Nashville.
I don't wrestle. I'm not a wrestler.
Yes. Yes.
No, you cheated.
Yes. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You're the last man standing in the ring.
I wasn't even in the match. I never.
Last man standing in the Battle Royal wins.
Oh, no, wait.
Congratulations. You get a title shot tonight in Nashville with the Colorado Kid.
No!
Yes. We'll be right back. Look at the #1 contender, MCW Georgia, tonight. Him against the Kid in Nashville. Whoa, it's a big one tonight.
That may have been the most enjoyable battle royal I've ever witnessed in the history of wrestling. Bill Behrens will wrestle the Colorado Kid tonight. Bert.
Yes, he will. Congratulate Bill Behrens.
Congratulations, Bill. Looking forward to seeing you in the ring tonight.
No, I know. You see, I'm not a wrestler.
No. Did he win?
He won. He's going to take you on tonight.
You won, didn't you? I tell you what, Bill Behrens, you're the one that said that I'm going to be stripped from the belt, and it's going to be MCW Georgia. Well, I tell you what, baby, it's going to be there. You're going to be there. I'm going to be there. You're going to be the man that gets to take it from me. You're going to get to take it from me. Now, what are you going to say?
Flat top?
No, you see, you don't understand. I was joking. It was a rib. It was just one of them wrestling ribs you hear about. I've always thought.
It's going to be a big joke whenever I get you in the ring, Bill Behrens. I'm going to show you all about the Rocky Top, baby.
Thank you.
Not the Rocky Mountain flat top. No.
Bill, I've got to say, this is a very brave thing for you to do, to step in the ring as a man from MCW Georgia and go after that title.
I can't wait. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
No, I'd say
no. You're a brave man.
No, I'm not.
Tonight in Nashville, it's going to be. Well, look who's here. Paul Adams.
Who's here? Paul Adams is in the house, and Bill Behrens. I see you out here talking to Colorado Kid and Michael St. John. I haven't been able to keep up with everything around here, but what are you kids up to right now in Nashville, Tennessee?
Well, the fact of the matter is this man forced a battle royal on TV today. The winner of the battle royal gets to face the Colorado Kid for the North American title, and guess who won? Bill Behrens.
You see, it's not fair, Paul.
You won the battle royal?
Yeah, I won, but it's not fair, you see, because I'm not a wrestler. And I don't, the Colorado Kid, I mean, I know most people can beat him, but I don't know that I can beat him.
Well, he's won tonight at the fairgrounds, the first anniversary of MCW. Right. He's going to get a title shot. He's going to get a title shot against the Colorado Kid.
You're telling me right now that Bill Behrens is going to have a match for the North American title tonight at the fairgrounds against the Colorado Kid?
That's correct, Paul. That is right.
It's a really bad idea.
It's Bill, you know you and I have always gotten along, and you're sitting here saying it's a bad idea. But I'll tell you what. I don't think it's that bad of an idea. As a matter of fact, I think it's a damn good idea, Bill Behrens, and I'll tell you exactly why. Why is because I can tell, you know what? I know every single thing about the Colorado Kid. He's been my white whale for 3 years, Bert Prentice. I have chased the man all over the country, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, and he has been, without a doubt, the biggest thorn in my side. So I'll tell you this, Bill Behrens. Tonight at the fairgrounds, I can make you a champion. You got gold on them fingers, you got a gold watch, you got an expensive gold necklace, I can get you a gold belt tonight at the fairgrounds. No matter what all these people here think about the Colorado Kid, none of it matters except for what I think about him. What I think about him, Bill Behrens, it's plain and simple, he sucks. I can tell you how to beat the man. The only reason he's a champion in the first place is because Bert Prentice kisses up to him, feeds him paper champions, and feeds him fodder time after time after time again. Bill Behrens, from the moment I met you, I could tell that you had class. I don't know how you got involved with Bert Prentice, but I could tell that you could have made something out of Music City Wrestling if he wasn't involved. 100%. Bert Prentice comes out. Wait a minute. No, nothing. I'm going to speak my mind right now. Bert Prentice comes out here, and none of us can even make money because of him, because he gives all the cash to the Colorado Kid and all the rest of his big heroes like Shane Eden. The rest of us, you know, when I left here, I saw Andy Anderson walking down the street, walking down Murfreesboro Road in Nashville, Tennessee, with one shoe on. I said, hey, Andy, you lost the shoe. He said, no, Paul, I found one. We have no money because of that guy and no opportunities. But I'll tell you who's got the opportunity of a lifetime. Bill Behrens, it is you. And I'm not just jacking you up, and I'm not just saying it, and I'm not saying it just to piss these people off, although that has a good part to it.
Now, wait a minute. You're going to manage him tonight?
That's exactly right. What I've managed to get through today so far, Michael St. John, is I've managed to get on a plane and get here. And even anybody at the airport to even pick me up. Bert Prentice's idea of a welcoming party is the invisible man and the invisible car to drive me. Well, I'm quite visible, and I'm going to be quite vocal and visible tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds when I'm in your corner, Bill Behrens, and you're going to get that belt.
Oh, I tell you, this is going to be exciting. You're talking about Rocky Mountain Flat Top. With Paul Adams at my side, you're not going to get the flat top. I'm going to get the belt, and it's home to Georgia.
Whoa.
Check out these guns, Michael.
Wait a minute.
I'll tell you what, that's perfect. He's going back to Georgia with the belt, and I'm going back to New York with my ego sky high and my hand held high in the air in the name of victory of Bill Behrens.
I got to see this tonight in Nashville, Tennessee, the anniversary card of the MCW, the main event, the Colorado Kid against Bill Behrens and Paul Adams in his corner. Let's take a break. More action is coming up.
It's the first anniversary MCW Spectacular. Tonight, this is the granddaddy of them all, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss Al Snow coming to Nashville tonight to take on Flash Brannigan. That's right, Al Snow with Head will be against Flash Brannigan tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena. The Colorado Kid will defend the North American title against Bill Behrens. Paul Adams will be in his corner. What a grudge match this is. Brickhouse Brown will take on Bart Sawyer. Bart Sawyer coming for blood. The Gibsons, Robert and Jason Gibson, will take on the Tennessee Volunteers. Wolfie D will collide with Style and Shane Eden. In a midget match, Chief Lone Eagle will take on Little Josh. You'll see Billy Briggs, Todd Morton, Chris Michaels, Frenchie Riviera, the Atomic Dog, and the list goes on and on. The main event, 8 o'clock tonight. Al Snow against Flash Brannigan. Gonna be great. Come on down, see Al Snow and Head tonight.
Mama Teori.
The manager to the stars, Paul Adams. And his protege is the winner of the MCW Georgia Battle Royal. He is MCW Georgia's William Behrens III. His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, is the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion, 236 pounds from Colorado Springs, the Colorado Kid! One fall, no time limit.
Well, Bart, haven't you been talking? I went to get you some coffee. What's going on here?
I'm just sitting here laughing. Bill Behrens woke up in the middle of a battle royal that he didn't even know that he won, and now he's woke up across the ring from the the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion, and he's in a match.
This
is from 2-3 weeks ago at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena when MCW Georgia's Bill Behrens, the bully, and is taking on the North American champion. There's Paul Adams, the towel boy at ringside.
Oh, he carries that towel rather nicely, I think. Oh, look at that. Bill Behrens has no idea what he's doing in there. See, I like it when a guy who actually thinks he knows something about wrestling gets in the ring with an actual wrestler, the caliber of the Colorado Kid.
Well, Paul Adams has blown so much smoke up Bill Behrens that he believes he can actually come in here and compete against the Colorado Kid. Bill Behrens, who's never lifted a weight heavier than an ink pen his entire life, to sign a check that his family, you know, has handed him down for the years from a very wealthy family. He's never worked a day in his life. Everything's been handed to him.
He can't buy off the Colorado Kid. He can't sign a check and get out of this one. Colorado's going to take his head off.
No, Colorado's has really been looking forward to this match all week long, and we weren't going to show it on television, but so many requests come in and ask us about this match, and I said, heck with it. Let's go ahead and show the people exactly how Bill Behrens fared a few weeks ago at the MCW first anniversary card.
I think we owe it to him.
Yeah, we owe it to him, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, though, I tell you what, tonight there is an incredible card at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena. Tables, chairs, and blood, oh my. Wolfie D, Style, and Shane Eden, absolutely no rules. And Bart, you're in a stretcher match. One way or another, some man's leaving the ring in a stretcher.
Now, you know, I really don't know what to say about that. I know Brickhouse and I, we're going to fight until one of us can't walk no more. I know that's what's going to happen.
Whoa, there he is. There's the plan.
That's why Paul Adams was in the corner.
Of course. Paul Adams gives Bill Behrens the powder. Bill Behrens throws powder in Colorado Kid's face. Whoa, and a big leg drop by Bill Behrens.
No, that was a little leg drop by Bill Behrens.
A tiny leg drop by Bill Behrens.
A pencil leg drop. Look at that. See, he had to cheat the guy. He couldn't just take a butt whipping on it. Look at it. Paul Adams on the outside, the towel boy, giving his assistance.
Well, look at Bill Behrens. He has the arrogance of Mike Tyson. He's in there thinking he can really.
He thinks he's my old tag team partner.
Colorado is laying there. Let me tell the folks at this point, Colorado is laying there. The people's elbow. The people's elbow. Colorado is just sitting there kind of laughing at this point, saying, what in the world is this idiot doing? He's a little PO'd now that they threw powder in his face. Picks Bill Behrens up. You know what position he's in there. It's called flat. Oh, my gosh. Someone carry Mr. Behrens out on this one. This one is over. And the victory goes to the Colorado Kid. Good night, Bill Behrens.
The NWA North American heavyweight champion.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Whoa.
There's Lord Humongous, almost 7 feet tall. Lord Humongous comes from behind and is headbutting with that hockey mask right down in the back of the skull of the Colorado Kid. That's one of Behrens' cronies in the back of the skull of the Colorado Kid and has left the Colorado Kid senseless on the sports arena of wrestling ring. My gosh. Nonetheless, the winner, the Colorado Kid. This happened a few weeks ago. Humongous hitting the ring on Colorado Kid. Tonight, the Colorado Kid meets superstar Bill Dundee. Let's hear some comments from the North American champion. Good morning, everybody. Bert Prentice here, along with Bill Behrens at ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this jam-packed crowd. This was just last night at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena, the home for MCW. In the ring, the NWA North American Tag Team Champions, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on Corey Williams. And the young man there getting double-teamed is Prodigy out of Atlanta, Georgia. Bill, good morning.
Good morning to you. In fact, the Volz are just back from the NWA 50th show where they retained the belts against the Headbangers with James E. Cornette managing them. Looks like they're about to do a little damage here to a young team, a little inexperienced team.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding. Reno Riggins just almost took Prodigy's head off. And I notice on the Internet, the Volz on the internet, which you stay on all the time, Volz are leading in the most hated tag team category. But I'll tell you, you bring them out here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena, and may I say almost 500 people in this building screaming tonight. These people ain't let in free. These people pay for their seats. These aren't a bunch of just relatives of the wrestlers sitting in the audience like other places. These are hardcore MCW wrestling fans. Fill a building on a Friday night, and you know we're going to fill it again tomorrow night, and we're going to fill it again next Friday night, because Nashville wrestling is here every Friday night and every Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, at the fairgrounds. There, now took Prodigy's head off there. Prodigy, one of your young wrestlers from MCW Georgia. The Tennessee Volunteers having their way as they have across the country. And they defeated the Rock and Roll Express last week in Birmingham, Alabama. And they're on a streak, I'll tell you what.
You know, they have a lot of respect in the industry right now. In fact, I understand the World Wrestling Federation is looking real hard at the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's because of action like this. I mean, you've got a young man in there, Tim Gray, the Prodigy, really only been working in this business for about 7 or 8 months, and he's at a definite disadvantage. In fact, Corey Williams, his partner, hasn't even had a chance to get into the ring. That's the Volz at their best. Control the man they have in the ring, keep him over in their corner, don't let him make the tag. And I have a feeling Prodigy may even not even get a chance to get to Corey Williams. This could be all over before it almost starts.
The methodical madness of Stephen Dunn, and you see it here. He's a wrestling machine and will take the fight to you. Prodigy there trying to block him.
Boy, about took his head off there. Okay, finally made the tag. Corey Williams, this is a great young black athlete.
He sure is. I enjoy watching Corey Williams wrestle.
And it looks like right now he comes in fired up and ready to bear. Beating up on Reno Riggins in the corner. Looks like Reno's in some real trouble here. Corey Williams, oh, Stephen Dunn's always there, though, and that's the sign of a good tag team. They're always looking after each other's back, always ready to come in on the other's behalf.
They are a tag team machine, no doubt. And as you know, yesterday in the mail, we got from NWA President Howard Brody a plaque to award to the Volunteers that we're going to award to him shortly here. And there it is, the 1, 2, 3 on Corey Williams. And the Volz win another one here on MCW. Stay tuned right after this break, folks. We got some exciting stuff coming your way.
If you're ready for your own...
And we're back to action in a big way, ladies and gentlemen. In the red, white, blue is the Colorado Kid, the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion. And wrestling him as an old nemesis, Bill. This is Pretty Boy Charlie Parker out of northern Arkansas. And Parker comes to the ring, says he has the best body in wrestling, but he won't take his T-shirt off. And I tell you what, he's not wrestling's perfect 10, but that's what he claims to be.
Well, looks like pretty big gut right there. Nothing like the physique of the Colorado Kid. And you know, the Colorado Kid was among the most requested talents at the NWA 50th show. But because of his other bookings, I understand that he couldn't make that show. People seem to miss him up there.
Well, I'm glad they did, but, you know, I don't know if I just want to send all the talent up there. The Vols did a fine job, and they can just wait and maybe see Colorado Kid next year. And maybe I won't let him go next year either. That's I'll make that decision.
Well, I think it's a shame when the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion can't get more places. I know he went down to Birmingham, was able to beat big Lord Humongous in a match down there. Colorado Kid's a heck of a talent. Beautiful kip up right there. He's in tremendous shape. I tell you, I have a lot of respect for this guy, probably more than a lot of people having, well, I've been in the ring with him. I know what he's like.
Wait a minute. Will someone test that microphone? Is that Jeff? Is that Bill Bert saying that?
Well, you know, admittedly, I've talked a talk that may have people thinking that I didn't have respect for some of these athletes out here. I just wanted to see people like the Colorado Kid get out in front of people all over the place, not just here in Nashville. I just think the Colorado Kid can get out there and demonstrate that he is one of the best, if not the best, NWA North American Heavyweight Champion in the history, and that includes people like Double J Jeff Jarrett. You know how many people have worn that belt, and I think the Colorado Kid wears it as proudly as anyone. I just wish he'd defend it all over the place.
Well, we're working on that, but let me tell you something. We try to take care of Nashville first, and that's important to me. And you know, we'll see about bookings out around the country. You got us going to Murphy, North Carolina on November 14th. And I tell you, we're traveling the world, it seems like enough. And I just like being home out in my little old house. So.
Well, we also have matches down in Collins, Georgia on November 14th. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're also in the Nashville Fairgrounds that evening.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, a lot of times we run 4 or 5 shows a night, and that's okay. We want to satisfy all the wrestling fans we can. Colorado Kid, my gosh, razzle dazzle, Dick. Let me tell you, the Colorado Kid can do it all. working on Charlie Parker. Parker throws him across. Colorado Kid sends Parker down to the mat. Up and over. Parker's waiting for him. Nope, a reversal. Parker hits the mat again.
Beautiful
Oh, and that patented
there.
Colorado Kid dropkick. And I've said it 1,000 times. Nobody does it better than the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion, the Colorado Kid. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget wrestling every Friday night now at the Fairgrounds Sports Arena and Saturday night. We got a big one tonight. In fact, after this match, we're going to have a special presentation from the NWA for, of all people, the Tennessee Volunteers. Parker there with an elbow on the Colorado Kid. It's going to take a lot more than that to defeat the Colorado Kid.
No, in fact, I think at this point, the Colorado Kid is just buying his time, waiting for the right opportunity to bring this guy right home.
You know, pretty boy Charlie Parker comes out saying he's wrestling's perfect 10, Bill. He won't take his T-shirt off and show the people his body. I think he must be ashamed of it. There he kicks the Colorado Kid from behind. But if Parker's got such a hot body, why don't he let these folks take a look at better second chance? Maybe it's better he kept his shirt on.
No, I'm quite honestly, I'm pretty happy that he's wearing as much clothes as humanly possible.
The Colorado Kid, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely the most popular wrestler in MCW, and I'm doggone proud to have him here. There he whips Parker across the ring.
In the corner, catch
it in the middle, and you know what this is.
I sure do.
I tell you, now there's a lug. If that was 170 pounds like Parker claims he is, he'd be doing a lot easier. That's pushing at least 250, but he's about to get flat top, and nobody, and I mean nobody, gets up from that. The winner again. Look at the fans go nuts. The Colorado Kid. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We'll be right back after this word.
Just a reminder, 30, and don't act up here, but this is totally legit. From the National Wrestling Alliance, you are the most improved and outstanding Tag Team of the Year, 1998. I see him. I don't believe it. And there's all your friends, Wolfie D, Brickhouse Brown.
We just want to congratulate you guys. But Steve and Reno, hey, I got a question here. All of a sudden, it seems like you guys are getting special treatment like Colorado Kid and Shane Eaton. What's up with that, man? You guys used to be hardcore, man. What's going on? Come on, we used to be down, man. What's the deal? Y'all getting sent around everywhere. Brickhouse Brown, Wolfie D, and Billy Joe are some good wrestlers too. I want to know what the deal is. Why is it Volz all of a sudden?
Because we got the belts. That's why.
Well, so what? You got the belts. There's only 2 belts around here. You know, there ain't room for everybody to have it.
Hold on, boys, hold on. These boys, hey, listen, Nashville, they deserve everything they get.
You know what, though? I want to be the first to congratulate you because ain't no hard feeling with the family, brother. Give me a high five. Y'all deserve it. You're right. They deserve everything. That's right. Everything they gonna get.
Oh, my God. Did you see that? Billy Joe Travis just knocked Stephen Dunn senseless with that guitar. Wolfie D wailing on Reno Riggins with what has brought this on?
Jealousy rears its ugly head, obviously. This was planned, obviously. This is just 3 people jealous over the success of the Tennessee Volunteers who have been around the world now, are defending the belts all over the place. Wolfie D remembers being there, obviously. Brickhouse Brown remembers being there. Billy Joe remembers being there. This just is uncalled for, Bert.
I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Wait a minute.
Oh, a stuffed pile driver.
Where is this coming from? I mean, the Volunteers...
Wait, Stevens busted open, Bert. Stevens busted open.
Reno bleeding on the other side of the ring. My gosh, Stevens must have a 7-inch gash.
Oh, wait, we need to get help out here to the ring for these people.
Brickhouse Brown, Billy Joe Travis, Wolfie D have absolutely lost their mind. And they've turned on the Tennessee Volunteers. I don't think anyone's going to come help them because... I mean,
another stuffed pile driver on Reno. Steven doesn't even know where he is.
Oh, the Colorado Kid, what's he doing? Why? Wait a minute. The Colorado Kid come out and cleaned the ring. Bill, now wait a minute. This one has me, Buffalo. And I understand the kid's got a soft heart, but why would he come out and help these 2 guys that have done nothing but knock him? Oh my gosh! Look at that forehead.
Stephen Dunn is absolutely gushing blood all over the building. Get him away from the ring. Colorado's got the
Bert, I never thought I'd see the Tennessee Volunteers, the Colorado Kid in the same ring. Well, I mean, on the same side?
That just shows that kid's compassion. That just shows you what a decent, great human being the Colorado Kid
You get
is.
Billy Joe Travis away from the ring, get these punks out of here.
You got to admit, this makes Colorado Kid, I mean, just what a stand-up All-American he is. He come in to protect two thugs here, basically now, because these other three, oh my gosh, what carnage. I mean, they're
Wish he'd just take that chair and hit one of those guys,
they're
though.
just picking their spots. They need to get out of the arena. They're on the other side now. Brickhouse, Brown, sucker puncher. My gosh, they've lost their mind.
I've never seen Reno and Steven take this kind of beating.
Not me neither. The Colorado Kid won in there with that chair. Let me tell you, you gotta admire and respect the Colorado Kid because he came to the aid of the volunteers here. And I tell you, he didn't have to. I mean, he could have sat back there in the dressing room like all them other guys are.
Well, these guys have no friends now.
Right is right and wrong is wrong, and this is, well, it's wrong. And I tell you what, there's Stephen Dunn. Man, he's hurt.
This looks like his neck is hurt also here. That pile driver obviously jammed his neck down.
God, look at the loss of blood.
And he's had some trouble with his neck before, Bert. This could be really serious.
We need to go to a break here. Unbelievable. The Colorado Kid, I guess, is went back. But thank goodness the Colorado Kid came out. This could have been a hell of a lot worse. Oh, my gosh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the NWA, the National...
I'm Michael St. John. We've come to the hospital where they have brought Steve Dunn. We're going to try to find out what the condition is. Well, I've heard that Reno Riggins is coming down from... Wait a minute, there's Reno right now. Reno. The fans, everybody wants to know what's going on with Stephen Dunn.
What are you doing out here, Michael?
Well, it's so serious. Everybody wants to know what's going on with Stephen Dunn. You were in there.
I don't know. I mean, I've been here about all night long and spoke with his doctors, and I don't, they if I can just talk to you later, you know, I'll talk.
Well, Reno, is there anything? Michael St. John with you. Ladies and gentlemen, normally we would go to a commercial right here, but the events that led up to Stephen Dunn ending up in the hospital, we're going to show you right here, right now. Stephen Dunn has been in the ring now for about 12 to 14 minutes. He needs desperately to make a tag. He does, and here comes Reno Riggins, and Reno goes right to work. This is six-man tag action. Dunn, Reno Riggins, and Colorado Kid. And now, as you can see, Colorado Kid battling away. Here's Reno Riggins being scooped up by the Colorado Kid. This coming out of nowhere, folks, and there he is as the Rocky Mountain flat top delivered to Reno Riggins. Stephen Dunn in the corner, worse for wear. This is unbelievable. I don't know if I can even describe what is happening here. As you see now, Bert Prentice, promoter Bert Prentice has entered the ring, and he is going to work on Stephen Dunn and begins pounding him with his leather shoe. This six-man tag event, which was billed as a war, has turned into a real battle of really more than anybody ever imagined. Stephen Dunn being pile-drived, second consecutive night. He was a bloody pulp to begin with. He was injured the night before in a match in Lebanon, Tennessee, had no business being in this match. And here you can see Bert Prentice, the promoter, going to work on Dunn. The Colorado Kid turning his back, turncoat on Stephen Dunn and Reno Riggins. The MCW Georgia promoter, Bill Behrens, in the ring. He has been attacked. Here comes Riggins, finally with a chair, chases everybody out of the ring. Reno Riggins trying to protect his fallen partner, Stephen Dunn. Bill Behrens on the mat as Bedlam has broken out at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena. Again, we apologize for the quality of this picture, but this was a fan's camera. We had to literally subpoena this film to get it. As you can see what's going on, Reno Riggins protecting his fallen partners. And as you can see, the team of Brickhouse, Brown, Wolfie D, Ashley Hudson, now with Colorado Kid and promoter Bert Prentice, all ganging up, and they're circling the ring, awaiting the opportunity to attack again like a pack of mountain lions. All 6 men, 7 men, all for, now you see them taking pot shots at a fallen Stephen Dunn. Riggins trying to clear the ring with that chair. This, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most dastardly acts I've ever seen in professional wrestling. But we wanted to show you this footage, which led to this extreme turn of events. As you see, there's Wolfie D, there's Bert Prentice, Brickhouse Brown, the Colorado Kid, Ash Hudson, all together as they're cowering in the corner, getting ready to launch their next assault on the fallen Stephen Dunn of the Tennessee Volz and Reno Riggins. There's promoter Bill Behrens of MCW Georgia in the ring. Now he's being pulled outside the ring by Bert Prentice. And look at this, he is hubcapped by Wolfie D. And there goes Prentice right after Bill Behrens. Now, they had been at odds at one time, but we thought that situation had been remedied, and obviously it has all come to a boil. This cauldron has just boiled over in MCW wrestling. As you see Reno Riggins, sort of like the Lone Ranger in the ring, protecting his fallen comrade. His comrade has been hurt. He has been beaten literally to a bloody pulp. He is rendered senseless in the middle of the ring, and now you see, look at this, Wolfie D taking another pot shot with that hubcap. Reno Riggins again with that chair, trying to keep these men at bay, but they're attacking from all corners and all angles. Like a mad bunch of bees in a hive, going right after Stephen Dunn. There you go with Brickhouse Brown pounding away at the head of Stephen Dunn, and finally Reno Riggins with no recourse except to cover his fallen partner like a parent would a young child, to keep this dastardly act at bay. Reno Riggins over the fallen body of Stephen Dunn. Dunn removed from the ring and taken immediately to the hospital. The senseless act in MCW occurring last week at the Fairgrounds Arena in Nashville, Tennessee, and there, a very, very unique sight. Something you don't always see with tag team wrestlers, but Reno Riggins, the closeness of he and Stephen Dunn, the Tennessee Volz, as he covers his fallen partner. We're going to take a break. We've got a lot more MCW action coming up right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans of all ages, the MCW Souvenir